Okay, Daniel, let's take a look at how to have something great happen when we shoot our
Okay.
monkey heads.
Let's make the monkey heads fall apart.
All right. Where do we start?
Let's go to the monkey layer, select the monkey.
Okay, let's zoom in on that because that's really small.
Alright,
You can see that closer. Just snap cursor to selection. Okay.
okay. I'm going to duplicate it via Shift D. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into edit mode. And I'm going to select various parts of the monkey, just like that. And hit the P, which is separate, selected. So that's going to make a separate object out of whatever I select.
Okay.
Okay, so now we have these are the different parts. Each one is a separate object.
Okay.
So we're going to go into the monkey, select the monkey head, and we're going to add, let's see,
So adding another controller.
1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 parts, so we're going to
Okay.
add 4 add object actuators. Something to edit object. Add object, we'll just say part 1.
Okay. So like making a million parts might be
Right.
difficult, right?
Right. Using this way, and the more when you get into more advanced, actually more efficient way would be to create a script, which automatic. I mean, you can do all kinds of stuff, random motion, all types of stuff. But for now, just keeping it simple with the logic bricks, you definitely wouldn't want to add a lot of parts. More stuff. So we have 1, 2, another actuator. Edit object, add object. Alright, so I'm just going to rename these different monkey parts to part 1, 2, 3, and part 4. So go back to our monkey head, logic panel, and just do that again. Input the names of the different parts in the object field.
Okay.
And part 4. Alright, and we're going to connect all of these to the controller, the hit, that's connected to the hit sensor. So when the bullet hits the monkey, it travels through the AND controller and adds our 4 parts.
So it's deleted the other head, and then it's going to add these 4 parts. Okay.
Right.
All right.
And what we'll also want to do is select the parts and enable rigid body.
Okay. So that they're going to do something.
Right.
Otherwise, you really wouldn't be able to tell any difference, would you? It would
Right.
just add a monkey head with 4 parts.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you're going to turn that into a rigid body.
Body. Alright. So just to test things, start the game. And you can see
It's
having
not
something.
doing anything yet.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me see what we can do here. I'm going to change the bounds on these objects to triangle mesh.
All right, so we're changing the bounds to triangle mesh, and that defines basically the area of its interaction. And triangle mesh does what, Daniel? What does that tell it?
The triangle mesh is going to basically have the geometry be what is colliding.
Okay. Rather than just sort of random area or something, right?
We have a box and
Well, one thing I do have noticed is that you know, all these things still have their object center in the same position.
Right. So we're going to go ahead and change that.
Okay. So we're going to give them each a new center.
Right.
Okay. Do you think that could be part of why this wasn't working?
Right.
Okay. Well, let's hope it works this time. All right, and it's disappearing. So trust me, folks. In rehearsal, we did get this to work. So we're just going to keep rolling with it because it's very common that you're going to run into problems.
Right.
And by running into them with you, we'll troubleshoot this and get it working.
Okay. The problem with this is I still have since I duplicated the monkey head, it copied over the logic. And
so it's disappearing before it
right.
collides. Ah.
So I'm just going to delete all the logic bricks. I'm going to select the rest of the parts. I'm going to go Control-C, logic bricks.
Okay.
And as you can see, it cleared all of mine. So basically...
Alright, that happened very fast.
Okay.
Yeah. So what you did was you selected... what did you copy logic bricks from?
Well, so basically you have... you select an object, you select another object. The active object, whatever is in or not in its logic panels, is going to be, quote, they call it copy. Actually, it is basically its match. So if my other object has logic bricks while the active object does not, it's going to delete all the logic bricks assigned to my other object.
Okay.
So, for example, if I just added a bunch of always sensors to this ear right here, if I, of course, if I select another object and select our ear and hit Control-C, copy logic bricks, you can see it has copied the string of sensors.
Okay, and you use the copy basically as what, just a quick way to clear it all out?
Right.
Because you could have gone to all the pieces and individually deleted all the logic bricks for each piece, but that would have been a lot slower than just using the copy command, which what was that, Control-C or?
Control-C.
Control-C to get copy attributes, logic bricks. Okay.
So we're just going to do that again to clear out the logic bricks we added. Alright, so we have all their logic cleared. And now we're ready to...
Alright, so there's no logic on them at all.
Right.
Which you don't need them to have any logic because they just appear.
Right.
Right. Okay, and they were probably disappearing.
Okay. Okay, you can kind of see them. They're kind of adding, and it's also kind of slow.
Alright, so it's behaving slowly, probably in part because we're running our recording software, right?
Right.
So maybe they need more weight or something. They were falling. They were being pushed up, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So another thing we can do is we can set the ghost field, which is basically going to mean they're falling through objects, which is in some cases you wouldn't really want, but in this case it's going to make it, our cannonball was the one that was pushing it up. So if we have these not react to the cannonballs pushing, then they're just going to fall straight down.
Oh, okay. So we turn on the ghost property so that the cannonball does not push them up off the screen. Right. Okay.
Another thing we can do is see, this might be what's also causing it to run a little slow.
Oh, so we'll take it off a triangle mesh and put it back on box?
Right.
Okay. And that's going to calculate more quickly because it just calculates an area around that object rather than the actual mesh of the object.
Right.